you can help me draw some pictures. Do you like pictures? Me too. Okay, so can you draw me 3/4? Can you draw that right now and then show it to the camera? Show me what does 3/4 look like? 3/4 of anything. Okay, go ahead and show me when you're done. Just go ahead and sketch it out real quick. Don't take forever on this. Show me 3/4. And then show me 2/3. But make the pictures different. Like if you chose a circle for one of them, choose a different shape for the second one. Show me 3/4 and show me 2/3. Okay, and then go ahead and show me what you've got. Okay, I'm going to write them here. I have 3/4 and I have 2/3. All right, so what do you have? What did you do for yours? Okay, good. Awesome. I'm seeing some. That looks great. Michael, looks great. Did you do both of them? Okay, we want to do both of them. Okay. All right. We got 3/4, we got 2/3. If you guys are looking at each other's, you're probably noticing they're a little different, and that's fine. So whatever you define your whole to be, I'm going to have a rectangle for mine. I'm going to slice it into strips. So each one of these strips is the same shape. And for 3/4, I'm going to color in 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Yep, this is just a quick little review. All right. And what'd you do for 2/3? Okay. I'll keep it as a rectangle just for consistency here. But I know I told you to do something different. 2/3, you could do it this way. Okay. 2/3 will be this one and that one. Okay, does that look about what like you have? Remember, the denominator is how many makes a whole. The numerator is how many we're talking about. All right, give me a smile. You're like, this is easy. Let's get to the hard stuff now. Okay. All right, before we do, I'm going to slide over here, and I want you to tell me, what is 3 times 5? Can you draw me a picture of 3 times 5? What would you draw me? Good, good. I'm getting a number of you know you've memorized your multiplication table. That's great. Can you draw me a picture? What does 3 times 5 actually look like? Yeah, what does it actually look like? Yeah, they could be cupcakes. Sure. All right, what does 3 times 5 look like? What do you think? Okay. Okay, so, yep, so, okay, so if you're stuck on this part, no problem. Let's do it together. So this means 3 rows of 5. Right, because the 5 can be how many is in a row, and we have 3 of them. It could also mean 5 rows of 3, right? Because we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you notice how they're both the same, though? 3 times 5 is equal to 5 times 3. Okay, so we have each one of these is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and there's 5 rows of 3. Right? Okay, we're going to put these two ideas together so we understand what we're doing when we're multiplying fractions. Can you draw me a rectangle? Okay, make me a nice rectangle. Nice and big, just like that. Okay, draw me a rectangle. Okay, so what I want to do, just like we had on this other page, I want to divide the top one into quarters. Okay, so do that on our rectangle. Okay, so divide it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're about the same. Okay. All right. And I'm going to say this is 3/4. So go ahead and color this in. Even if you did it before, do it differently now, because we're going to draw on top of this. All right, so there's my 3/4. Good so far. Now I'd like you to show me 2/3. But watch me first. I'm going to come in here, and now I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and divide this whole bar, including the white part, okay, so the whole thing, into thirds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you got that? So 2/3 would mean I would shade, just ignore the 3/4 part. 1, 2, okay, 2 out of 3. With me so far? Good. Which boxes have both yellow and orange? What do you think? Which boxes? How many boxes? Not just 2. This one has yellow and orange. This one. This one. How about this one? No. So this one does, this one, but this one only has yellow. This one has none. This one only has orange. So how many dots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6. Now how many boxes do I have total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 out of 12 have yellow and orange. Watch this. 3/4 times 2/3 is 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 3 is 12. Whoa! What did we just do? We did the same thing before when we talked about when we multiplied whole numbers, 3 times 5. Okay, only this time we're using the idea of a fraction and overlaying these two on top of each other so you can see what we're really talking about with fractions when we multiply them. Give me a smile if you're like, oh, this is making sense. We're doing okay here. Okay, good. All right, can you do one for me now? Do one for me. I would like you to take this rectangle, draw your own, and cut it in half. Okay, cut it in half a long way. Okay, I would like a model for 1/2 times 3/4. Okay, so I'll get you started. Here's the 1/2. Good. Okay, so we're going to color in 1. Right, that's the 1/2. Good, so there's half up here and half down there. Okay, now ignore that. And now take the whole thing and divide it by 3/4. Can you do that for me? Okay. Good. All right. I'm seeing some smiles. Good. So we're going to divide this whole bar into quarters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to color in 3/4. So let's color in 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and that's it. Okay, I did it lighter this time so you could see the yellow. So this thing is 3/4. Okay, so we take the rectangle and we divide it in half, and then we take the rectangle and we divide it in 3/4. Now, who has both colors? How many boxes? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 1/2 times 3/4. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 4 is 8. So out of this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. We colored in 3 out of 8. Does that make sense? So we have the math part, the numbers part, and then what it means. And that's what this part is up here. Excellent. Good. Okay, now I want you to try. Give me a model for 2/3 times 1/2. So draw yourself a triangle. Draw yourself a 4-sided triangle called a rectangle. All right, can you draw me the model for 2/3 and 1/2? Go for it. Okay, what does that look like? Okay. Similar to the last one, that's right. Okay, so what do we have? We have a whole, and we're going to divide it in half. Okay, you can do either one. If you decide to do thirds this way, that's fine. Okay, and then what do we do? So this is 1/2. Okay, and then 2/3. What did you do here? Did 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you colored in 1, 2. So we're just looking at the whole again and ignoring the yellow and this line here. And we're just looking at the whole thing and just overlaying a 2/3 model on top. Okay, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many have 2 colors? Yeah, only 2, right? So 2 out of 6. Let's see if that's what we get. If we multiply this, 1 times 2 is 2 on the top. 3 times 2 is 6 on the bottom. Hey, look, they're the same. Is that the smallest, most reduced fraction? Yes or no? No. Okay, let's see who's in here. Do you see any clever forms of 1? What can cancel? Yeah, the 2's, right? So this becomes 1/3. So 1/3 is this. So we have 3 things of this shape. It fits here. Here's 1, 2, and 3. All right, good. All right, last one. Give me a model for 3/5 and 2/3. Okay, 3/5 times 2/3. You got it right. Yay! Good. So take your time. Take your time.